Okay, guys, you Forex junkies, it is go time. It is 6 o'clock Central Standard Time, United States of America, and it is Tuesday, January 2nd, and we are ready to make some money. Let me disconnect real quick. Hold on. I was tangled with my microphone. All right, we are back. We had some pretty good trades today. I'm still in two right now. I took Aussie dollar CAD long earlier. Still in that one. We're in the money. I'm just waiting for it to take off. And I'm also in pound Swiss, which is in consolidation. That'll be good too. So looks like we had some pretty good movement today. I think it's going to be even better tonight. So let's stay tuned. Gold had no agreement. It was in consolidation. It dropped. That's our nemesis in Forex, is consolidation, because we just don't know where it's going to go. So right now it looks like it's still trying to take a downward trend. So let's redo this. Let's take off our artwork and let's put, I'm going to try and move this over here. You know what? Let's do it this way. There we go. Okay. Well, okay. Sorry about that. We are there. Let's put our timestamp on it so we know where we're going. I really feel that gold is still going to go in a downtrend, so I'm going to put that. I don't like calling. Hold on, 0602. I don't like calling using indicators on gold and US 30. Like I tell my students before, it's like a slippery fish. When you add soap to it, it's just way too hard to handle. You actually need to scalp those, in my opinion. But anyway, let's go to US 30. No agreement, and it took off long today. Looks like it's coming down a little bit, or starting to go into consolidation. I'd be looking for it to go down here over the next couple days, but let's erase all this so we can get to work. As you can see on our trend tool, the linear regression, it is going long, okay? But it's kind of at the top already. It hadn't gone down. I'd figure it would go down with all the rioting and looting and everything else, but it hasn't. Heck, who knows? So let's wait till an indicator, or let's just wait till we scalp it tomorrow. I think I'll just say no agreement right now. Brought my little fur babies inside. It's raining outside like crazy, like the dickens. Okay, let's go to euro dollar. Kind of stayed straight. Looked like it was going up. King Solomon never gave a symbol, so long if indicators stay. So it didn't. So worked out. King Solomon's never going to send you an email if it's not trending. So it still shows on our trend tool that this is long. And it hasn't crossed the zero. It hasn't crossed the zero line. So it may hit here and bounce, because this zero line acts like almost like a moving average, but not really. It's in the middle. But it acts like a zero line, and it kind of bounces off of that as support, and it may pop up. And it may continue. Who knows? But let's figure out where we are. We're right here. It's our little timestamp. And this is where the money is, right there. So I'm going to say there's no agreement on this one right now. That's funny. Little Texas. It's a little beagle. He's crazy. Dollar yen. This looks like a good trade, but there was a sell-off, almost like a sell-off. There's no sell-off in Forex, but it kind of looks that way, right? You get this little thingamajigger here. I like this. I like this, but going into overnight, that's not a very wise thing to get into this trade, even though it has a very strong upward trend. Even the indicators are saying so. But if you're going to take it long, I'd wait for a little more volume. It's kind of squeezing together here. I like them for it to be open like this so it can move. But let me erase this stuff. Okay, so it definitely went up. But let's see where we are. We're right here. Let's put a timestamp on here. And it definitely shows that it's on an uptrend. If you notice, when trades come out of consolidation, they'll shoot up and then they'll come back down, or they'll go down and then they'll come back up. Who knows? But this is definitely, if you take a look at it, this whole thing is consolidation. So we'll see how this plays out. But for now, King Solomon says it's long, but I'm going to say if you go long, proceed with caution. The money's at the top right now. It just came out of consolidation and it shot up like a rocket ship, and it looks like it's a downward trend or maybe even a sell-off. So just be very careful, because right now if you look at the indicators, everything says it's going long. You're at the top. That's why I said if you go long, proceed with caution. We only want to take the best trades. Euro yen. This one looks oh, this one almost looks identical. Jesus Christ, look at this. We had some trades did the exact same thing yesterday. So what do we do? Let me try this. It's consolidation right there. This is where we are. And let's timestamp it with the vertical line. Awesome tools by Sierra Charts, huh? Okay, so this is definitely an upward trend here. It's a small one, but it's still there. Let me see how, right about there. It may, you know, this zero line and Forex it's not an exact science. It kind of broke through the zero line. So if you just take it as that means it's a downward trend. But there could be a line there, like an about line, that it may bounce and go back up. But we shall see. Only time will tell. So this is kind of the same thing. Long, but proceed with caution. Just know your terrain, guys. Okay? Let's look at Aussie dollar. What a great trade. Look at this. It just took off. It came here and it busted through the zero line, just went down, busted through there, and just bounced right back up. If you were to continue this trend line here, it looks like it touched it. It looks like it's going to go back up. This looks like a very, very good trade. I'd wait for an hour. It looks like it's starting to trend down a little bit, but that could be that it's just hitting the zero line and popping back up. There's not enough volume to get it to go. But let me see. So let's put where we are, and look, it's at the top. So it could, I mean, could it keep going? Yes, but I'd be looking for a sell on this one. Let's find our trend tool. Let me get closer to here. Yeah, you see it's bouncing there. So we'll take a look at it. Let me see something. I'm gonna erase this. I'm gonna erase this trend tool here, and I'm gonna start our trend tool from way back here. See, whoops, that's not the right one. Let's see if the zero line's the same. Look at that. I mean, this is a week ago, and it still shows pretty close, and that's pretty dang good for taking it back here. So I'm gonna keep this one right here. I'm gonna start it from here, a little more accurate. Look at that, just kissed it. So, guys, look for that. Look for it to bounce. I don't know if it's gonna hit the line or if it's gonna bounce and come back down. It's at the top. It hasn't been in this area in a long time. So we're asking this trade to create new highs. We don't want to do that. So let's just, whatever's up, let's use the strategy, whatever's up must come down. It may come down a little bit, but there's sure a lot of real estate between here and there. So I'm looking for it to do this. That is a lot of peeps, a lot of pips. Oops. That's what I'm looking for. There's no indicator saying that. That's just my hunch. But a red candle just came out. It looks like it's starting to turn. Sydney may be onto something. Pound dollar. Just was getting ready to turn. Look at this. Long, if indicators stay. That was this morning. And man, that took off. Look at that. Just beautiful trade. Buy a private island for that. Okay, let's figure this out. I want to see this linear regression on a shorter. So it could bounce. It's been bouncing on this zero line. It could go back that way. I'm going to start doing that, guys, on these uptrends. I'm going to start doing it a little bit closer to the live money. I don't care what our artwork looks like. I'm looking for accuracy. And it looks like we're cornered it right there. So it looks like one of the indicators is starting to turn down. Everything's going up. I'm looking in the next day or so for this to go short. So just put this on the watch list as short, okay? Put a text message for the same thing. Whoops, short. Oh, dang it. I don't know if King Solomon is going to send you an email. It's way too early to take this trade short, but who knows? I'd be looking for the pound dollar in the next, maybe tonight, maybe in the morning, to go short. Just keep an eye out. 1 second. This morning I put for the this morning at 8 a.m. I put a watch list to go long. Boy, it sure looks like it wants to do that. Let's see where we are. I'm still going to stay the same. Look at this. This is just like this whole thing is in consolidation. It's just been bouncing all day. I really think it's going to go long. It's in consolidation now. Now, King Solomon may send you a long signal. It's not necessarily going to agree with the indicator, but when he does that, look at it. He's just letting you know that it may be, the trade may be looking long. Don't take every trade that the King Solomon sends you as a signal. Match it up with your indicators. You have to do that. But it's a consolidation now, but look for long signals. 06:02 p.m. session. Let me still put where we are so we can know. So in the morning, we can look and say, dang, was that Sid or was that King Solomon? Let's go to Pound Swiss. Seriously, let me see something here. Okay. I'm not going to do the trend finder because it's just going to go straight, but just to indicate of where the trade could be going, it's definitely going long. If you can't see that, let's go get you some glasses. We are here. The trade is definitely in consolidation. And since it's too close to the screen here, I'm going to indicate that by the rectangle. Boom. It's consolidating, but I think it's going to still go long. There's a lot of pressure. Long if indicators stay. Now this could be consolidation just for the simple fact that the market closed. Let's look at the next one. Okay, so it's a serious long trade or long trend. There it is. Let's go from here. It's definitely going long. I'm just going to say long if indicators stay. I see a little sliver of a dark or pink screen there, and that could just be from the last candle. Long if indicators stay. Sounds like I know how to type fast. CAD yen. Same thing. I'm going to keep these long but proceed with caution. And boy, it ran, didn't it? Just bam. We know it's going along, so see if it matches up with the zero line. Sure does. Look at that. Just hovering right over it. So we'll just say long, but proceed with caution. That's all you can say. I mean, it's giving us the signals. So I'd write this down on a watch list as well, that we're going to start looking for short calls. Swiss yen. Let's wait for short signal, 6:02 a.m. And it didn't do it. It went the opposite way. Looks like it was starting to trend or something. I don't know. Let's take a look here. Okay. You know, it's in consolidation right now, but it looks like it's going to go long. But this is also proceed with caution. And we're asking it to do brand new highs. When these trades are coming from me, I'm 50%. When King Solomon gives, you know, when that indicator gives a signal, he's pretty close to 100. Guy's good. Have to renegotiate his contract. Let's go to the next one. So what do we do here? It's a beautiful downtrend right here, just gorgeous. I think it's been going down for a week or more. Dang, I mean, now we're at the opposite end. So I'm going to say long or short, but proceed with caution. You have to. Lon. Euro pound. Take a look at my. Hey. Okay. Starting to get a little volume in there. Just been consolidating. Look at that. No, look, it's starting to turn. Here's a great, let me erase everything. Guys, write this down as a watch list. I mean, we did this on the 1st of June, which was yesterday. Con went long here. But I want to show you something. It's in consolidation, and the nemesis of Forex is consolidation because it doesn't know whether you're going to go up or down. But let me tell you something. When you have it this close to the bottom, I really think this is going to go long. And look at how much real estate you have right there. I mean, this is just top quality stuff. Great, great trade, euro pound. Right now they're having some debate, but the Brexit, which is in Europe or Great Britain, about a trade deal with Nissan or something like that. So I don't know what they're talking about, but that could be big news if they come to agreement. And that could definitely, news does affect Forex as well, but we trade trend here. So let me see where we are. I'm just going to look for long signals, okay? On this one, we just don't know where it is. It's in consolidation. And it may just stay in consolidation until until they come up with some type of agreement. And if the Brits come to an agreement with Nissan. Boy, this one just turned around, didn't it? Okay, let's look at vertical lines is where we're at. I'd be looking for short signals, guys. There's nothing to, it says long, but every time I pick a trade, I look like an idiot. But one thing I do know, that whatever's up must come down. King Solomon hasn't called it yet. Maybe it's just not there. We're looking at this thing consolidating it. I mean, is it because it's the end of the day? Or is it because it's put there artificially? I don't know. But I'd be looking for a short call. It's way up there. It hasn't been there in a long time. Let's look at two more and then we'll wrap it up, guys. Let's look at New Zealand yen. We haven't gone this far. No agreement. Consolidation just shot up. That's a great trade. Let's put that trend finder closer to here. Yeah, let's do it this way. It's right on the zero line. Now, where do you think? I mean, do you go long? It's already at the top. It hasn't been there in a long time. Where do you go? Opposite way, right? I mean, it's... Oh, Texas. He's a beautiful dog. I love my little beagle. And he's got a sister right there, Shelby. She's a yellow lab. Great breeds. New Zealand dollar. Same thing, guys. probably gone through 20 trades and found a couple. So, gosh, I mean, you can see the trend is definitely there. You know, and King Solomon, bless his heart, he's a computer. And if he sees a long signal, he's gonna tell you to go long. But me and you both know that we're running out of screen, you know? So it looks like we're gonna look for a short call. So it's probably gonna prove me wrong again. So over coffee in the morning, I'm going to figure out if we look like jerks or not. But guys, I don't want to put King Solomon on the line, say long, and it's already at the top. We're trying not to. Look at that. It just keeps going and going. You can see that right there. Look at that. Just keeps moving. You know, let's see if it bounces. We got a couple minutes. I don't think he's moving fast enough. Anyway, we went through about 20 trades. So I think it's going to set up for a great Forex day tomorrow. Just a really great Forex day. For those of you who've been trading for a while, have been a student for a while, that know Forex, I really would like to give you a little bit more pressure and record your account with my FX book. It looks like this. Let me show you. This is the big account. It's up almost 13%. It'll be there by the end of the night. And it just keeps you accountable. And for those of you that are my students that want to move forward, we do have access to become a trading someone else's money. You can make a lot of money. It's called prop trading. And they do ask for my recommendation, but you have to prove yourself here. This is the first thing they looked at. This thing does not lie. It just doesn't. This account would be a lot bigger. I've never traded a $5 million account, so I traded it with a 20 lot size. And I knew that was too small, but I didn't know how small. It is way too small, so I started, I guess, mid-May, and I put a 100 lot size. And I think that's still too small. I think I should be running maybe at about a 200 lot size. This account would have been up 20%. And it shows everything. How many pips I've done. Where is that one? Let me see. Total pips. 7,062 pips. My average trade is 46.55 pips. My average loss is 20 pips. There's this is kind of a deceiving number here. There was probably about 10 trades that I made a mistake on, where I was trying to put a Fibonacci tool on the MT4 and I actually pushed buy or sell. And I can show them. I mean, I have the access to show. I won't do it. Just don't waste your time. But I'm definitely over 90%. It has everything here. Everything that if I had a bunch of money to trade and I'm going to trust you with it, I'd want to see this. How far do you go? How far is your drawdown? You know, there was this one day here. It shows everything. 114,000 in one single day. It shows you what trades you like to trade the most. Only the good ones, right? But this is called my FX book. There's another one called FX Blue. But there's something about trading live or when someone's critiquing you. You act different. When it doesn't count like a video game, if you have endless lives, you just don't care. But if you put a quarter in the machine and you only get 3 spaceships, you just play better. You make better decisions, or at least you do. You should. This right here will make you a better trader. It just will. So I recommend if you've been doing this for more than 90 days, make all the mistakes that you can. I want you to make mistakes when you first try. Okay? But once you start to get a system down, you'll start developing your own rules. Okay? Once you just determine what rules that you can live with, like, your stop loss. Okay? That's why I always trade with the trend, so you can run tight stop losses. Let the trades run. Don't get out of them once you make 5-6 pips. Let them run. But the only way you can let them run is if you know what you're doing. So really learn, master your craft with our system and how the indicators work and how I'm teaching how to use these indicators. And then after about 90 days or so, when you go live, open this thing up. It's a little bit of work, but they show you how to do it. That's pretty much it. So these are public, so anybody can go on there and see my work. I have another account too. Now that one's a smaller account. And, oh no, that's not it. Yeah, this is a smaller account, and I've never traded a $5 million account before, but I have traded a lot of $2,000 and $3,000 trade. And it's not that I can look in just a week and a day, I've increased that account by 51%. That's huge. That's huge. So, actually, we just made a deposit this morning, or the gentleman that I'm trading for did, and he actually put another $2,000 in there. But he started off with $975, and I took it to $1,419. So, worked out really well. But I know how sensitive these accounts are, so I know what lot size to use. So you just have to know what lot size to use when you're trading a bigger account. It's all relative. So, in just a week I've done 874 pips. So, that probably will go to about maybe closer to 5,000 pips by the end of the month. So, I think that's a pretty dang good trader right there, if you ask me. Anyway, all right, so from Trading Places and Sydney Guajardo, I want to thank you for letting me into your lives, watching my trading, letting me into your homes. And I like to close every segment with, I really believe that we were put on this planet to help other people that can't help themselves. So smile at someone. If you can give some money away to a homeless person, make their day, buy them some lunch. Just be nice. That's all you got to do. And it comes around, brother. It really does. Brother and sister. So farewell from San Antonio. We'll see you in the morning. Thank you, guys. Love you.